Okay, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started. Super excited to be with you here and sharing this incredible opportunity here with Valentus. I'm live on Facebook as well. Looks like we've got a nice group on Facebook as well. So first off, folks, I just want to share with you briefly a little bit of my story, my background. I've been involved in this industry here of network marketing now for 31 years. My background prior to entering this industry of networking was not of a business or professional nature. I was a blue-collar worker, high school education, never sold anything before in my life, have a learning disability, have dyslexia, and struggle with reading and spelling still today. Really affected my self-esteem and self-confidence when I first entered, come out of school. I mean, even in my job, very, very shy and introverted. I only share all that with you simply because, as you're looking at this, asking yourself, can I do this? Can I actually make this work? I'm here to tell you that, what's exciting about what we have here at Valentus, doesn't matter what your age, what your education, what your finances, where you live, what you do. Nothing matters. The only thing that matters is you recognize what's happening here with the company, number one. You take action, number two. We have something here for everyone, regardless of your age or education or background or finances or whatever. You can do this. Absolutely, you can do this. And so what I want to do is I want to just kind of go through an overview with you. And so I think the first question that we need to ask ourselves, is do people need what we have? What Valentus has to offer, do people need that? And I think if you were to interview and ask people, we got a little background noise there. Hopefully everybody maintains muting themselves. Okay, so I think if people ask themselves, what would I like more of? And I think every single person out there would love more money, and through our business, show and share with people how they can make more money. And right now, with our present situation, with what's happening right now globally in the world, people definitely are looking to figure out a way that they can make more money. Better health. Matter of fact, with what we hear going on nationally, worldwide, those of us that are in better health are more immune, more capable, more ready to handle, any exposure should we get exposed to this virus. So everybody wants better health. Everybody wants better health through the products we have. We can show that, and of course, more time freedom. And folks, I can't tell you what this means because, coupling together an opportunity to make more money, to have better health, and to be able to have the time freedom, to be able to live your life essentially on your terms. I think about just what's going on right now and those people that have to be out. Their job requires them to be out in harm's way, whether they're a waitress or they're, a medical professional or they're, working in a convenience store, whatever it might be, working in a grocery store. They have to be out and risk that exposure. Here we with Valentus, with this home-based business, we're able to bring this into our home and work from home. And we're going to talk more about this later, but folks, it is significant. It is significant, and there are a lot of people right now that are being, laid off due to, all of the slowdown in what's happening right now. People are being laid off, and they're told to go to the unemployment line, and here we can give them a life raft. We can help them make more money. We can help them with their health, and we can help them with their time freedom by building a business from their home. So again, we can help people in all three of those areas. And that's the thing. 96% of the people, before anything with this national crisis occurred, 96, this is an old statistic, 96% of people here in North America lay awake at night. They're worried about their health. They're worried about their finances. Many of them are living a life of quiet desperation. They're working 1, 2, 3 jobs. They're overwhelmed. They're stressed out. And I just think what we have is a better way. It certainly is a plan B that can turn into a plan A, especially, again, I keep referring back to it, but it's just so clear what we have is just a better way. Now, the industry of network marketing, this home-based business industry, a lot of people don't understand it. And let me just tell you, folks, it's been around for 70 years. 70 years, products, goods, and services have been marketed this way. $178 billion sold annually, growing. And again, what's happening right now in the world, I believe this industry of the home-based business is about ready to absolutely explode. We have something truly special. I said it before, we've got a better way. A lot of people don't understand the home-based business. I think a lot of people's minds are going to open up to the concept of home-based and looking at this vehicle of network marketing as a potential resource. So, if you're involved with us already, that's fantastic. Go back over your list. Let's get a life raft out there. Let's help people understand what we have, how we can help with our products and also with our business model. But to really help you better understand network marketing, for those of you that don't, folks, it's nothing more than another form of distribution. I mean, when you think about, traditional methods of distribution, right? Retail, when you think about that, 50% of a product sitting on a shelf, right? Now the shelves are empty, but 50% of a product sitting on a shelf, in a store is advertising. They're paying actors and athletes and high budget dollars to get you to come into that store and pick it off the shelf, right? And that advertising brings no value or quality to that product. All it is to entice you to buy. And so one of the things you're going to find about this method of distribution, network marketing, because we're results driven, right? It's not price driven, it's results driven. And if you're going to be driven by results, you need to have results. So you'll always see a higher quality of product. But people say, where does the money come from? I hear about these crazy incomes that can be made. How is that even possible? Again, because we're not paying Brad Pitt. We're not paying Tiger Woods. We're paying real people with real results. That 50% going to advertising goes, instead of going to advertising, it goes to you. Real people with real results. The other thing, folks, I just want you to think about, because, most people, I think at some point in their life, think about the idea of having their own business. And unfortunately, it's quickly dismissed. There's a reason that only 3% of the population own businesses. And it's just because it's not possible. For most people, it's just completely out of their reach. Literally minimum of $100,000, which just is going to wipe out most anyone. Limited opportunity. You're strapped to a corner, right? How many people can come in that door? You can only service so many unless you're ready to reinvest and open another outlet. Personal guarantees. When you start a traditional type business, if you're not familiar with this, a personal guarantee means, hey, listen, I believe this is going to work. If it doesn't, you can take everything. And that's what happens. The bank, you personal guarantee that if it doesn't work, I'll cover it, and they come in and take everything. And then you got real estate and insurances and attorneys and employees and payroll and shipping and marketing and handling and huge risk, limited potential. Folks, the success it's risky. And again, I think most people would love to have their own business. It's just simply not possible. And what we have in Valentus with this home-based business, for $20, folks, $20, we can give people a home-based business, right? And then whatever they want for products, they get free websites. The company does all the research and development, right? This concept of working from home. All you have to do is talk about it. All you have to do is let people know it exists. And you can do it from your couch. You can do it from your bed. You can even do it from your bathroom. I don't know, but folks, you can do this anywhere. If you travel, wherever you are, the company does all the research and development. They do all the counting. They pay the commissions. They collect the money. And it's unlimited, literally unlimited potential. They ship all the products. Folks, if you really fully understand what we have here, people should be standing in line to do what we do. And right now, I believe the minds of people around the world are opened up to working from home in a way that they've never been before. Here, we need to share with the world. But the key is helping them understand, what is the best company out there, and that is Valentus. And what I've learned in my 31 years, all of these companies are made up of 5 critical elements: the company, product, compensation, timing, training, and support. And if 2 or 3 of these elements are missing, doesn't matter how good you are, how hard you work. I mean, despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle, right? It's the key is getting in the right vehicle. I mean, I look at myself, 31 years now in this industry of network marketing, having more success by a long shot than I've ever had before in my life. It's not because I'm great, it's because I'm in a great vehicle, right? I'm not doing anything different than I've ever done in my 31 years, but yet my success is much greater. It's because I'm taking full advantage of a very exciting opportunity. And that's what we need to help people understand what we really have here, because, and yes, you're going to run into people that say, well, I've tried that before, it didn't work. I know somebody has done like something like that, didn't work for them. And yes, in great part, it might be due to someone simply not applying themselves. I mean, doesn't matter how great the business is, how great the products are, without some effort, right? Without putting some effort into it, not much is going to happen. But if you're somebody that put the effort in and it didn't work, it's most likely due to something was missing, right? When all of these elements come together, as they are here with Valentus, that is where the magic happens and the fortunes are made. Now, the name of the company, Valentus, actually a Latin word for prevail. Matter of fact, I was just on a Zoom earlier today, over 350 people on it from Spain, and just incredible Zoom. And then Dave did one right after, the founder, CEO of the company, and he says, this is we're in challenging times with what's going on in the world, but here's the thing, Valentus will prevail. And I just thought that was so fitting. That's a picture of Dave and his wife Joyce there. He's the founder, CEO, visionary behind the company. Company got its start in July of 2014. That year doing a little over 300,000 in sales. 2015, 3 million. 2016, $32 million in sales. Like any business, like any challenges. Actually, 2017-18, our sales were down, but last year, 2019, more than 90 right now. I think 2020, maybe brush 200 million. Not, but the had an and of the management. It speaks volume of Dave's perseverance and his ability to prevail and just keep pushing on. So millions of dollars in capital, home office, debt free. Nearly $200 million in sales. And folks, this is all important. If you're going to put your time, your money, your energy into something, it's just important to know that the infrastructure is there to support it. Now, folks, one of our primary products, right, is coffee. Coffee that helps you control, manage, and even lose weight. And this is something I know a bit about because I have struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And when I say that, I mean, I have tried everything. And those of you that struggle with weight, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're willing to try anything. I've tried literally everything. I mean, I've done the meal replacements. I've done the shakes. I've done the prescription drugs. I've done acupressure. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable, right? I mean, here's what I know about somebody that struggles with weight. If they're not able to or willing to do whatever it is required to lose their weight and to keep it off, they're going to gain their weight back. And that's why 99% of diets simply don't work, because people aren't going to give up carbohydrates the rest of their life. Most people aren't going to make the massive lifestyle changes. They're not going to eat a meal in a bag or drink a chocolate shake. They want to live their life. And that is where most programs fail. They're costly, complicated. The compliance is just not there. They might do it a week or two, but maybe even a month or so, but life. Okay, that's where Valentus comes in with our thermal roast coffee, the world's best, most successful coffee out there, with our slim roast and our thermal roast. Folks, imagine, I mean, 80% of people here in North America drink coffee every single day. Probably The same in Europe, and 50% of the world drinks coffee every day. And here's what I can tell you about somebody that drinks coffee. They don't have to think about it. It's a habit. They love it. They never forget to do it. They're going to drink it every day, and they're going to drink it every day for the rest of their life. And then to be able to have a product that they love, right? They're in the habit of, they're never going to forget to do. They're going to do it the rest of their life, and have that product actually help them control, manage, and even lose weight, folks. That is a no-brainer, right? I mean, literally in my 31 years in this industry, easiest thing I've ever done, sold, or talked about. Literally, you would have to make a conscious decision not to say weight loss coffee, because I can tell you this, if you do, people are going to be, like a double take. What? Where? I've never heard of that. Where can I get it? How much is it? How's it work? And again, just easy to talk about. Folks, today we have a family of weight loss products, right? We have our 24/7. We have a trim product, a juice flavored product. We got a keto creamer. We got several other flavors of coffee. We got a cocoa, right? So we have a variety of products, but the coffee is the constant. The coffee is the common denominator. The coffee, is the tip of the arrow, so to speak. We launched our company, as I mentioned, July of 2014, actually with an energy drink. And you think about the energy drink market, it's huge. Everybody wants more energy. The drinks out there, the Red Bulls and the Monster drinks and the whatever, they're cost full of 5 grams of sugar, less than half the cost of these products out there. Immune, another major product, and folks, we've never probably people paying attention to their immune system than right now. We have a product that can help people with their immune system. The Max Detox, another phenomenal product. It's going to help with your absorption. It helps with circulation. For me personally, it's been amazing because my circulation, my arms, when I would go to sleep, would literally fall asleep tingling every few hours. I'd be rolling over to get the circulation back. Since I'm taking Max, that's not happened since the introduction of this product. So that's exciting. We have a couple skincare products, Instant Youth and another product called Ageless. These are real distributors pictured on the screen here, using this product before and after picture. And I'll talk more about this in a moment, because we got kind of an exciting program to help people, sample this product. And then we have our More Detox. And again, I could take and spend the rest of our time just talking about this one single product, but it's an additive you can put in your water. The list of health. Go to Google. Google carbon 60. We have exclusive rights to that ingredient within this product, and you'll be blown away with the list of health benefits that come from carbon 60. So phenomenal detox product. Imulin, a new product for us, brought to us by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Joseph Ahrens. Dr. Joe Ahrens, a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee, for his research. And what's interesting about this product, because in my 31 years, I hear about, all these products and people talking about the studies and the research, and come to find out it's always just on ingredients. This particular product has a clinical study published in a peer medical journal, Imulin, right? And the product basically is going to help your body naturally manage the carbohydrates, right? Which also can help your body naturally manage sugar and inflammation and things of that nature. We have 2 of them. We have Imulin M for everybody, and Imulin C for those people that specifically, are challenged with blood sugar issues. Now, timing, folks. If you look at anyone who has ever made a lot of money in network marketing, or for that matter, anything in life, timing had something to do with it. To get involved in a company at the right time. And I know every company out there tells you the timing is perfect. What I have learned, in my study, in my research, in my 31 years, is that timing is actually very predictable, right? And it's a set of numbers. It's how many distributors are there and what's the sales volume. Well, we have, without me getting into great detail, I'm just gonna share this with you. There's a sweet spot, and if you can get involved in this, and as a company globally, we've already eclipsed this 10 million a month range. Okay, we've done that. right? But if you break it into regions of the world, North America, Asia, and Europe, all of those markets are about the same place sales-wise. They're in that sweet spot. I believe we could, as a company, be one of the first companies to ever simultaneously move into a critical mass window simply based on numbers. And this could, again, this has probably never happened before. I believe it's possible that this could happen over the course of the next 12 to 24 months, where we as a company simultaneously in all three major regions in the world move into something called critical mass. And folks, that's when it gets fun. Now, compensation. Again, every company, right, tells you that the compensation they have is the best and most lucrative. And what I've learned is this: every company has about the same money to pay out, somewhere in that neighborhood of 40 to 50%. Right now, we pay out at the high end of that, we pay out 50%. But the question you should be asking is who gets the money and what do you have to do to get it? And that's where the Valentus plan really excels, because we don't have all of the hurdles and the hoops and the structure requirements that so many companies have that make you fill your garage up with product trying to stay active or involved. It's a plan designed for everybody. I'm not going to get into great detail. It would take too much. All I can tell you is there's 7 profit centers. There's something in it for everybody. There is a video through our Valentus, Share Valentus app. There's a video out there. There's a 5-minute video and a 13-minute video that helps you better understand either an overview or a little bit more detail on how the money flows. Now, the question you might be asking yourself is, can I do this? Can I do this? And that's a fair question. I mean, it sounds great, it's exciting, but can I actually do it? And folks, everybody can do this. I mean, I tell people you've learned everything you need to know about network marketing kindergarten. It's called show and tell. We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us, what's happened to others. And folks, it's no different. I mean, what we do, if you want to break it down, if you've ever gone to a really good movie or eaten at a great restaurant, you've told somebody about it. I promise you, you have told somebody. If you've been to a movie or a good restaurant, you've told somebody, oh man, you're not going to believe I just had the best meal ever. You got to try this place out. You got to see this movie. And I would bet you would agree that your excitement towards that movie, towards that restaurant, influenced someone else to go see it, go to eat there, but you didn't get paid. Here, if you can get excited about what I have just shared with you, you share that excitement with other people. And your job is not to try to explain everything. See, your job is to be excited. Your job is to tell them about how great the meal was. Your job is to tell them they got to go see the movie, not explain the whole movie. You just want to pique their interest, to want to look, to want to learn. And we have an app. Actually, tomorrow we're going to do a training on this, but we have an app that makes it so simple. At the palm of your hands, you can take and share Valentus with someone. Might be as simple as this, especially with the day and time we're in. I give you a call, and let's say your name is Rob, and I say, Rob, listen, you're good. Let's say he's a friend of mine. I say, Rob, I just found out about something. Super excited about it. Can't believe this. This is going to be incredible. You need to look at it. Or Bob, you got to take a look at this. You got to check this out. I'm going to send you a link. And then once you say, okay, well, what is it? Well, I'm going to send you a link. It's only going to take about 5 minutes. You can take a look at it. And then after he looks at it, you get notified that he did, and then call him back again. And you can say, you can send him another video. It's again, we're going to do a training on this tomorrow. Folks, can you do this? Absolutely, you can do it. If you've ever told somebody about a movie, told somebody about a restaurant, you think that your excitement towards that influence to do that, you can do it here if you like and believe in what we're doing here. Second thing we do is we follow up. And the fortune's in the follow-up. That's where the training and support start, because when you say yes, I mean, that's when our job begins, not when it ends. So that's exciting. Now, folks, I want you to think back when I talked about those traditional businesses. $100,000 minimum, $200, $300 million to start a small business, right? I mean, for $20 and a product purchase, you can be in business with Valentus, products to enjoy, websites, tools to go begin to build and share what Valentus is all about. Now, there's basically 5 different ways people enter our business, all of which, all but the career pack requires that $20 fee. You got the $59 order, the $145, the advanced pack. Every pack is a little better value, right? Matter of fact, as you look at this, the $59 pack, the basic pack, is the most expensive because you're paying $59 per unit. We encourage people to go with the business pack because that brings it down to $36 per product, or this one brings it down to $33. The career pack brings it down to $33. So if you're paying $33 for something versus $59, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're paying less, you're going to make more. But here's 5 reasons I believe that it's important for someone, because we want to put the biggest check possible into your pocket as fast as possible, because we know it's going to excite you, attract others. We want to put you in the best possible position to have success here. I believe personally it's the business pack for 5 reasons, or the career pack. It sets an example, I promise you, for the rest of your entire life. Every time you sit down across from somebody, they're going to say, looks good. What did you do to get started? You're going to have to tell them so you can set the pace, set the example on how your business is going to grow and duplicate. Gives you a workable inventory. And I'm going to talk a little bit here in a second about how important inventory is to get products in people's hands as soon as possible. Again, best value brings it from $59 as a single unit purchase to a business pack at $36 or a career pack at $33. Demonstrates commitment. I know this seems simple and basic, but folks, it makes a difference. I mean, think about it. I mean, do you want to work with somebody with their toe in the water or somebody that's in the pool? You want to work with somebody that's trying or somebody that's doing it, right? Demonstrating a commitment that you're serious about this. Folks, as simple as it sounds, it makes a major difference in the result that you experience and people paying attention to you, right? So again, I believe it's important. Maximizing your earnings. Business pack automatically become a ruby. Career pack automatically become an emerald. And what this does is it accelerates you. If you started with 1 box, from a 5% on a residual, the consumption part of our business, all the way up to the top at 20%, just getting started properly, puts you at the top percentage from a dual team commission. It also starts qualification to become legacy, another $100 every time you bring someone in and duplicate that business or career pack in your legacy team. And it automatically locks you into a 4, and if a career pack, a 5 level matching check. Folks, we have people in our compensation, one feature, right, this matching check that one leg out even get money by most people's measurements, through the matching check, having not even having a second leg. Okay, I want to talk about this because this is key, and that is our 6-day experience. Network marketing and for every company is just give samples away, and think about that. When you give something to something, you devalue it. Right? You're begging them to try it. And it's costing you money. You're giving your product away. And very few of those samples actually ever get experienced or used. Well, we have a 6-day experience. We believe in the quality and the result people are going to have. We have a 6-day experience. You buy a business pack, for an example, and I'm going to show you for $575 how you can turn it into $3,160. Of course, I'm just going to say individual rights of the real value vary, but here's how it works. Instead of giving the product away and costing you money, we're going to show you how to make money and have incredible cash flow. So the potential earnings here, $575, 350 sticks. Put them into 6-day experience. It gives you 58 of these 6-day experiences sold at $20. Let me just comment on that for a moment. $20, right? I mean, if you ask somebody to spend $70, they might have to think about it. You ask somebody to even spend $50, they're going to have to think about it. But $20, it's the cost of a breakfast, right? You literally don't have to think about it. And if I can try something as easy as drinking coffee for $20 before I have to really invest in this, easiest thing, I mean, literally, folks, but now you've got someone that is going to 100% drink that coffee. If they just spent $100 on it, they are 100% going to drink or 20% going to drink that. And so 100% people are going to now sample it, and you're making money versus costing money. And so let's look at the numbers here. You do this, and you've got 58 at $20 a piece, $1,160. You out of selling those 58 6-day experiences, let's say you get 30 customers, and let's say between buying one product or 3 products, let's say you average $30 per customer. And again, that's just for the initial customer acquisition. It doesn't count the compounding effect of reusing, but that's $900. We believe if you do this, do the proper follow-up, you're going to get 6 people that will want to do the same thing you've just done. You make $100 on each of those business packs. That's another $600. If you're brand new, just getting started, the first 3, that legacy bonus goes to who's training you. The next 3 goes to you, so that's another $300. Then if you do it all in a calendar month, which we have people doing every month, you can get 2 shares in the global pool, which minimum, that's averaging $100 per share. Another $200, folks. I've just shown you how to take $575, turn it into $3,160. The question really is, how fast can you do it? I mean, are you going to do it in a week? Are you going to do it in a month? What if it took you a year? I mean, literally. I mean, if I could show you how you could take a under $600 investment, turn it into over $3,000, it's just a matter of how long it's going to take. I mean, it's incredible. I have something called the $5 facelift. And $5 samples, and we got this beautiful little thing. You just take and stick one of the single size of a postage stamp into this $5 facelift. And I'm not going to go through the whole numbers and how it equates out, but you'd actually turn it into $5,000 following that same step as the 6-day experience. So last questions here as we close out is, do you want to do this? And folks, I mean, you know what? We have fun. I mean, do you want to do this? I mean, this is a fun business. Lose weight, additional income. I mean, kind of the worst case scenario. What I've just shared with you is that's kind of the worst case scenario. What has driven me in my life are the what ifs. Some people are, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does work? I mean, what if this turned into a couple thousand a month part-time? What if it turned into full-time income? What if it turned into 6-figure, or what has happened to some of us, 7-figure income? I mean, the ability to work from home, never more important today than ever before. It's on the minds of everybody, as we're not, at home right now. We have to be at home right now. And the opportunity to do that, what I think networking does is it gives you the opportunity to own your life, right? Instead of somebody else controlling your day, controlling your life, when you can take vacation, when you can go to a doctor's appointment, you control your life. Personal development, phenomenal. Tax advantages, recognition. Folks, what we have here is truly, truly special. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. But folks, with that, that's all I have for you. We're going to do this again at 6 o'clock. We're going to do this again at 6 o'clock Pacific time. 6 o'clock Pacific time, that'd be 9 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to do it again. And so hope you join me. And we're going to do this again. So with that, everybody have a fantastic day. I'll say this, and that is this. Most people live in a someday world. And what I mean by that is someday they're going to change their life. Someday they're going to lose that weight. Someday they're going to, take that vacation. Everything is someday, someday, someday. They just keep kicking the can down the road, and all of a sudden, they're out of days. Right? I mean, folks, it's not someday, it's today. Never in the history of my lifetime have I ever felt that it's more important for people, number one, to use our products, and number two, learn about this business model.